Alright y'all, I'm back with another one. Going on a walk today a little early. Normally I go a little later at night, but I'm going a little early today because it's supposed to rain soon. So I'm going to pick up this thing right here, throw it away real quick. Come on, girl. Alright y'all. So yesterday I wasn't able to film at all. I had a lot of things to do. I had to go to Walmart, pick up a check, and then I had to find that because they lost it. Oh, we can see that this guy's out in his house right now, the yellow truck owner. They're out. Coincidental, huh? Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I had to go to Walmart to cash a check actually that I had to pick up, and I picked it up here in Cuna. But when I went to go pick it up, my boss wasn't at the office yet, so I had to wait there for about an hour. And then once I finally got the check, or well, once they finally showed up, the check was lost in their car and then got misplaced with some clothes and things that we had a lot for the auction. So that was fun. I was worried I wasn't going to find my check because it has 3 weeks worth of pay on it. Let them out. Right after this car rolls up right in front of me, getting out right when I'm walking by, going back in their garage, confirming it's me, letting whoever know that it is indeed me, where I'm headed, where I'm going. Every time I go out, guys, look at this. That's about right over my house that I just left. Come on, man. It's constant with the noise harassment, too. Non-stop noise harassment. It's probably honestly my least favorite part of all of it. I absolutely hate being watched and followed as well, but you know, they get loud bass sounds, they get helicopters, fighter jets, they get construction workers, tow trucks, moving vans, all sorts of things. Anything that can cause noise and irritation they get. And they put it around you as much as possible, and they just do everything they can to drive you mad, to make you look insane. And you can't say these things, because then you look crazy. At least that's what they say. I disagree. But you could always ask that chief handler guy that goes around to all our pages and tries to stalk us, professing how we're not being stalked, saying that it ain't happening, but then going around everyone's page and looking them up. Launch, no honey. No. But yeah, he went around, it was, I don't know his name, I think it was like Chief Handler or something like that, and I went around, he just went around quipping on my pages, obviously just spreading a bunch of insults like he does to everyone else's, and spamming stupidity. And I was, you know, I put up with it for a while, but I kind of drew the line when he started just doing it nonstop. I mean, he dropped, probably 40 plus comments, and then he like, I guess I had the address in one of my videos put up, which doesn't, you know, that doesn't really bother me. It is what it is. You know, when you put your stuff online, you have to expect that at some point people might find out who you are and stuff. But, you know, to go stalking and looking up, you know, people's fake Facebook pages and sending messages of family members' names and talking about them and stuff like that. Yeah, that's where I draw the line. I'm not going to put up with that. I'm not going to let you spam my page with that. I'll just block you. I don't have time for that. And they just rolled up. They're not in the box car, they're in the one next to it. Cross. Good girl. Yeah, yesterday anyway, when we were headed out, I was going to tell you guys that my buddy was taking me out there because until I get my van fixed, I don't really have any transportation. Another no plate. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so until I get my van fixed, I need a new battery, although I'm not sure if it's the alternator or not. Someone told me to check the battery, and he said that if you jump it and you pull the cables off and it dies, he said that it was the alternator, and if it slowly dies or it even stays on for a few seconds and then dies, that it's the battery. So I gotta check that. Probably gonna do that tomorrow when it's not raining, hopefully, because it's about to come down. Again, that's why I came out here early, because I didn't want to go out after it had rained, get my dog all muddy and stuff. Try to get this walk done now, because I like to go out, you know, but you know, I have to debate. Some days I don't even go out, but I feel like every targeted individual's best chance at combating this is getting it logged and evidenced, and at least having something to show, you know. It's not a coincidence that every time I film, almost, except for a few videos, like when I'm just in the neighborhood, that we see that black car with the red stripe, or, you know, the yellow truck that does live in my neighborhood, but yet he's somehow always around me, across from my work, and, you know, in Meridian, or wherever I'm going, you know, from Cuna. It's ridiculous. A lot of one-lighters. We saw street theater. He saw street theater because I actually talked to him about this stuff. I told him about my YouTube channel, and I was just kind of vaguely mentioning it, and he sounded interested, and I started talking to him about it, and I was telling him like the things that I noticed and how people follow me and stuff, and we were in Walmart, and he's like, yo, I think this dude's following you, and he started seeing it too. So it's not like these things aren't noticeable. Other people see them, although I'm sure now that he was, you know, with me and they saw that yesterday, they're going to be all over him for it, but whatever. I don't want them to be, but I can't. What? I'm not supposed to talk to my friends or nothing? I don't know, maybe not. Sometimes I don't even know what the right move is anymore, you know? Am I smart to trust my fiance because I love her, or should I not because of the things that are going on around me and the things that just almost can't be coincidence, you know? Things disappearing in the room, when I notice certain things and bring them up, they stop. As far as, you know, the bass goes, for instance, like when I talked to Bray about that, I haven't heard it since I talked to her about it, but, you know, she says I can trust her and I want to. It's just, I don't know, it's hard to know if you're always making the right move or not. But, you know, I make a decision and I don't question it. I do my best to just look forward and move on. There's no point in questioning it, because once you do something, it's already done. Anyway, sorry for rambling, y'all. Saw a few cop cars yesterday drive past us with their lights on too, specifically by Overland. It was Overland and Meridian Road intersection, and there were about 3 cops passed us with their lights on yesterday. I don't know, we were there about around noon 30 or so. We're gonna walk all the way around the neighborhood, but I'm gonna do it from the street when I get out here. I might actually backtrack and go past the cop shop again. I actually kind of want to walk past the cemetery and say hi to my dad and my aunt today, so I might actually do that. You know, now that I think about it, I have a couple letters that I've been trying to send out that haven't been getting to where they're supposed to be. I've been waiting about 4 months for a reply for one person, but I haven't got one, and they said they haven't even received it. Got someone out working, watching me, keeping an eye out. Sure, he's either in the truck or in the house or something, right? Just rolling up. A white SUV vehicle. I also want to point out that, like, if people disagree with the things that I say, instead of coming, and replying with, ignorance and thick-headedness, I think a better way to go about it would be to try, a lot of people have tried the reasonable approach with me, and I have no problem with that. But, if you get in a car with me, I can tell you, like yesterday when my homeboy picked me up, I told him, before we go anywhere, let's look for this. And, we saw a few of those things. Like, there's a green car he pointed out that had passed us about 5 times, I think, yesterday, he said. And that's while we were on the road driving to and from, It wasn't just past my house. Although they did drive past my house, too. These things aren't coincidences. Such as this white pickup. Not a coincidence he's rolling up right now. And that's where we're leaving the neighborhood at. Oh, of course he's turning there. How wonderful. Well, they've got they've got it down good, don't they? They have this whole thing figured out. I mean, I guess when you go through years and years and years of setting up this stuff and planning it and organizing it, and you have people who are either experienced or exactly what you're doing, I guess it shouldn't be too hard. This kid's stopping here and checking his phone. Well, or whoever he is, kid or teenager, adult, I don't know. I ain't got my glasses on right now, so. But I think he's a kid, I'm not sure, so. I will not be going that way or filming him anymore. Because I wouldn't want someone filming my kid, I try my best not to do that, I know that we're in public and stuff, but I don't know, I just would feel weird if I caught somebody just filming my kid. That'd be very strange. And I think any parent would be too, so, it's easier to just avoid that altogether. And look at how slow that black car is driving. I mean, that thing is just dragging ass. This red car is going to be right on that black car's ass. Unless they turn or something. Because that black car is just crawling up there. Wish the wind wasn't so bad though. Hope it's not too bad on the camera. Last time it didn't pick it up too bad, I don't think. Oh, and also, absent-minded Abe, if you're watching this, I appreciate the comments that you leave and stuff. And I never thought that you were trying to I'm not sure what you said at the end of one of your comments, but it was in parentheses. You said something like, I'm not trying to harass you or something, and maybe it was a synonym of harass, but I never took it that way. I know that you're just trying to help people, and spread your knowledge and opinions, and I definitely need that, because even though I can see some of this stuff and point it out, I think there are still things that I miss, and I would really like to be able to catch them. Specifically, my girl and I think somebody's been getting into our home, maybe when we're sleeping or something, and we lock the doors and stuff, and the sliding glass door, but the other day we went out there and there was definite stuff moved around, dishes dirty that we hadn't touched and nobody else was there, so they couldn't have touched. Yeah, I don't know. It's strange. I think that maybe they're breaking into my home, trying to leave little stupid subtle clues. I definitely do not enjoy dishes, but I do them most of the time in the house, and I've been doing them a long time. They're not my favorite thing in the world, but that typically is what's been fucked with, dishes, or whether they be dirty or broken or somewhere they're not supposed to be, like the bathroom. White pickup. It's kind of dead today, that's nice. Although I hadn't planned on going to walk, I kind of sprung it on at the very last second. My girl's gonna go pick up her check and cash that, and I was like, well, you know what? I think I'm just going to walk then. And she was like, well, I thought you were gonna stay home and do some laundry and stuff. And I was like, no, I'm just gonna go on a walk real quick, see what happens. So we'll see. And I used to worry that they would like bug my house maybe and hear everything I say, but at this point, I'm not sure that, like, it's not, I don't want that done, and I really hope they didn't. And if they did, I hope I find it so I can get rid of them. But I mean, ultimately, I'm sure that they listen to almost everything you say anyway. Even if they don't have cameras in your home, you know, they have some sort of equipment that can hear you, I'm sure. Another work truck coming my way. And I'll bet too, once we get back into the neighborhood, all of my neighbors are still out there. Or, well, all the ones that were. That, or they also have done where it's there's certain neighbors when I leave, and then all those neighbors when I come back are gone, and new ones are out. So maybe they'll do that one too. Who knows? They try to switch it up and keep it as sneaky as possible, I think. But when your eyes are open, you know, and you can see this stuff, it's the people that can't see it that you should be worried about. Because they're either being intentionally dull. The triggers were so specifically designed for you that the person that you're with, people you hang out with, just can't comprehend it triggering you or getting to you or whatever. Or they're involved in it, you know? I'm not sure if I said involved in it first, I might have, but I got distracted by my dog trying to go after that kid. Anyway, like I was saying, if people don't see that these things, you know, the cars following you and the mobbing and the harassment and the light harassment and stuff, well, that's just strange. So like I said, they either A, got to be involved, B, the triggers are just so good and specifically designed for you that, like I said, nobody can comprehend it triggering you or bothering you, getting under your skin, what have you. I mean, or it's just beyond the scope of anything they've ever heard of. If you look up there, you can see a one-lighter. It's behind this car up front. There we go. Camera doesn't pick it up the best though, does it? There we go. As they get closer, it gets better. Street theater there for you. A little bit. A lot of that going around the construction street theater. Yeah, a lot of places I walk by got, vans just like that, or a little bit of construction people outside, but nothing really getting done. And then I'll walk by again and it seems like nothing's changed at all. I'd have to cut this video short though if it starts raining. Boy, that wind is sure making it hard to hold this camera today. Hang on, Launch. I'm gonna wait for this gentleman or woman. This car is turning. I have to cross quickly. Come on, Launch. Let's go. Cross quickly. We want to let them turn. Go, 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 go. Good girl. Good girl. Let them turn. As you can see, it's, like I said, it's definitely going to rain here soon. Can't tell if that bus is waiting for that car or it is to get off. They've been sitting there for a while. Looks like someone might be talking to them. Who knows? Is that yellow truck all the way up there? No, it's not. I tried to get it. I didn't see it till it already turned though. You want to stare at me? Oh, another no license plate. Look at that. There's a bunch of those coming around. Despite the wind and the overcast, it's actually a beautiful day outside though. It's nice. Perfect day for going out on a walk and recording, fishing, whatever your hobby may be. Another car too. Truck, not gonna lie. Oh, shit, at this point, I'll take anything that has a battery that runs. I guess I should say that runs. Good thing is, batteries aren't too expensive, and the only other thing that we know that's wrong with the van is it needs 2 tires, but people that stare as they drive by, we got plenty of those. Again, it's really strange to me because it's like they see a camera and it's the equivalent of walking around with a gun. Although I'm sure that would get less reactions here, as we just declared ourselves a Second Amendment sanctuary here in Kuna, which I am damn proud of because that's awesome. They're not coming to take our guns, so that ain't happening. construction trucks. Interesting, one had its lights on and one didn't. Alright, gotta get a drink here. I don't see no cars coming anyway. Alright, y'all, excuse me while I take a drink here of my water. Alright, see, there's no one coming this way still. It's always on the not horrible days, but the overcast days that are kind of gloomy that nobody wants to come out on. But the gang stalkers are very dedicated to their job, so of course they are. There is less of them though. I'm going to try to keep my camera going past 29 minutes, which is what the manual says it won't go past, or I think it says it stops at. So if it stops, I'll try to pay as much attention as I can and start it back up if it does, and then if it doesn't, right on. As you can see, they got another one of those green tents up in the cemetery. Practically every time I walk by, there's one up somewhere. And as I said in my last video, I truly believe that's to trigger me, because my aunt and my dad are buried in that cemetery, and they got a lot of people in chairs like my dad was that I see in stores and stuff. I definitely think that that's a way to try to trigger me. Well, I know it is. It's just too triggered and customized for me. And I can't go in the cemetery because I've got my dog, so I'm not allowed to technically, so I'm not going to, but it's always nice to walk by at least, and I don't know. I like to walk by, say hi every once in a while. Alright, Dad. Alright, Sheila. I love y'all. Rest in peace, guys. You know, Lunch, we're going to record him. I didn't like how he stared at me so hard. That dude stared at me heavy. Launch, come here. Alright guys, sorry about that. I had to take a few pictures, try to get his license.